Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Subbuteo, should we say?
Mm-hmm.
How are you, Bradley, my old partner?
I'm good. In the hood,
Good.
as they say.
We're just off the back of a very successful Christmas Cup last night in Derry. We changed it to a midweek. We changed it from our Monday night usual to a Wednesday. So
we're now a Wednesday night Subbuteo club.
Wednesday night Subbuteo club is us now. We'll keep the results for your results section. But I never seen a man fall apart in a match before as you did. Completely fall apart.
Yeah. 6 pints of Guinness will do that, eh?
The Guinness, I did have a sore head this morning, to be fair.
Yeah.
Definitely did. It was not pretty. But that's Christmas Cup. That's what you're meant to do. Get full.
If you're not enjoying yourself, why would you fucking bother?
Poor Frank a tank was sideways going home. He was drinking whiskey and Guinness and he's firing them on them.
At least he got a lift.
He had a free lift, that's what's wrong. It was good to see Ian coming back to the club.
Brilliant to see Ian back. Club night. Ian's first club night in Minnesota.
Man, from when we started back 8 years ago, Ian was coming and then he had to stop because Monday nights didn't suit him, so we changed it to Wednesday for Ian. And it worked out pretty well. He got a great result. He had a great result. He beat Oshin.
Oh, that's right.
Beat Oshin 1-0.
N-I-V-R-O-I.
Oh, right. It just shows you that World Cup really brought Ian on big time, didn't it? Did. I think Ian only came back to the club last year during the last year or 2 years ago, wasn't it? Or last year?
The dates didn't suit him at times, and then he couldn't come up there going around the circuit and that, so it just wasn't.
But he's been doing good. He took it up again and he decided to go to the World Cup and he done plenty of practicing. I know he was practicing at Owen and stuff, so
he's back again. He's all in. He's all in again now.
He's all in. He'll be winning them fucking titles soon. No bother to. Another man that was back was Barry. I haven't seen Barry in a while.
Barry says Merry Christmas to everybody.
Months. Barry, fantastic player. Fantastic. Good to have him back at the club.
Good to have him back.
Right, we're going to go and do a wee bit of old fantasy football. So we are. I was meant to say something to you. It's gone. Oh, announcement.
Oh.
I have an announcement.
Oh.
So, when we started Derry, right?
Before
we became the biggest club in Ireland, we
in
had
the world. Some might say in the world.
A four-club championship.
We did.
London Road, Derry, Wolverhampton, Glasgow. And we played 3 rounds and COVID struck and we just couldn't get back together to get it organised. And last week, we've organised it. We're going back to Glasgow. So we're going to go back to Glasgow in 2025 in September 2025. So 4 clubs are all back on board. It's only a WASPA. It's only a bit of crack. But from that, there has been Wobbly Hobby League. All these things have formed and started from that one system. So it's good to get it back and get it finished and then get it restarted again. So 2025 is going to be big.
You heard it here.
Right, let's go and check out what's happening in the old fantasy football. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. Me and you are in a bad old way. We're down the bottom. We're in the trenches. We're not as bad as Zagatak. Zagatak's still the strongest man in fantasy football. He's holding everybody up. He is 45th. Dave Hunter's away. Where's Dave Hunter going? Come on, Dave.
What's Dave Hunter doing? Where's Dave Safe?
Second last. I don't think he's playing any fucking Subbuteo or anything lately.
I was playing Subbuteo last night. Or one night, Solent. Solent had their Christmas Cup.
You see, you need to be pimping these things out. I don't see this stuff.
There's a result show coming. Wait a minute, you don't see this yet? Follow on Facebook.
Right. I mean, I have to watch people playing Subbuteo and stuff. I don't like doing that.
Oh, you do?
No, I like playing it, but I don't like watching it. You're third from bottom.
Third.
You're down there with the elite. Peter Holmes, 40th. Peter Holmes. I haven't got my sign.
You haven't got your fucking sign. I haven't got my sign, Peter.
I haven't got your signs. I ordered them from him last week.
That's all right.
That's
all right.
It's
Christmas.
Peter.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. He's busy.
Peter, get it sorted. So Peter's just above you. Simon Davis, S.J. McAllister, Steve, 38th, and then me, Allison in Wonderland. Lawrence Watson is 37th.
Well, that actually looks worse for yourself and Dave LeSavier. Dave LeSavier's a semi-professional footballer. You are a regular seven-a-side player, quite the football enthusiast, who was also almost a semi-professional footballer in your day. Whereas Zack Attack is a Yank, do you know what I mean? And America is really like,
hold on a second.
Kids and shit in America, do you know what I mean? And it's not like you can see it in the TV all the time. I have no interest in field soccer.
You scored a winning goal in a cup final against Oshin when you were fucking 10.
That was the end. That was my career highlight. And I thought, you know what? I'm going out here. I'm going out now.
Need to take out that video. Do you know where it is now? The one we made.
Real fucking there somewhere.
We made it in the park. Right. Where are we? Martin Bellefontaine, Kay Arnold, Robert Ramsey, Loyal Walker, Rebecca Evans, Jeremy Gannon, Gary Arnold, Chris Meek, Stephen Gorman, Caesar Stalico, Gary Downs, Graham Herwood, John Moore, Cian Hogan, Shane Elton, Elliot Jude de Bellefontaine, God of the Beautiful Fountains, Derry City player, Kevin Cordell, Frank Tank is 19th, Barry Spence, spoke about him earlier, is up on 18th, David Dazelli, 17th, Victor Jones, Aaron Skinner, Simon Bodley, Chris Morris, Owen Adams is up to 12th, Dave Elton has dropped to 11th, Brett Ashley is up to 10th, Thomas O'Flatterly is 9th, staying in 9th, David Palsy has dropped to 8th, Mark Weaver's up to 7th, Ruby Subbuteo, come on Rubes, still in 6th, Andrew Kent is in 4th, Chad Wright's in 4th, Thomas Regan's in 3rd, John Henson, Damo the Vokes up in 2nd, and Emma Ackroyd, the Subs, 1st place.
See if she is a professional, but
I think Brent Ashley's playing her team for her.
He's fucking shite. Where's he?
He normally wins it, but he's down in where did he drop it? He's dropped to like 10th or something.
Where's is Kane Hogan not on it?
Kane is,
Where's Kane sitting?
Kane's mid-table somewhere along this see where Kane is. Kane is in 23rd.
Well, because 23rd, that's quite respectable. Kane's one of Subbuteo's gentlemen. I think you'll find.
Well, you did meet him on holiday. I haven't met him on holiday.
I met Thomas O'Flaherty on holiday. Just because they're not all them fucking Irish ones look the same. Is that what you're saying?
Sound the same.
You hear about thick accent, you think, well, Kane's a lovely fella. Sent me a present today. Did he
send you a present?
Sent me a present. With a lovely letter attached.
What?
Yeah.
First, can we see the present?
I can see the present, sure. If I can. I would need my glasses.
A badge? No.
It's a swankadank Tralee Table Football Club pin badge.
They sent who?
They sent a lovely letter. Hi, Martin. Hey. I hope you like our new pin badge. I do. It's lovely. As it happens, I have to order a few more. Might be in luck. You might watch the show. You never know. William Manier's daughter from Cork makes them for them. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Thank you for your help and encouragement at the National Championships last month. See, I'm lovely.
You're a saint.
The support from the top guys is what makes the game fun. All the best, Kane. He's a superstar.
That's nice.
Superstar.
That's
Isn't
nice.
that lovely?
That's nice that people are still writing letters in this day and age of digital.
I like that. I like that.
I like it.
We'll just
I love it.
show the Table Football Club badge again. Beautiful. Straight in the box. Straight in the Subbuteo box.
Get it in. My box is in the back of my van from last night.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't drive it home, but I left it at the venue and picked it up this morning. Had to walk up. It's fucking freezing this morning. Jesus Christ.
God love you. You didn't bring the tables back in the shed, did
you? Too much to do. I woke up this morning. It was all right. I went down and have a wee coffee and then go to work at 8 o'clock like I normally do. I woke at 7:45 and I was laying in bed and I went, right, I'll get up. And then I went, fuck, I have no van. It's up at the bar.
I can't.
Didn't get to
You
work.
go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. You go to work at.
Aye.
You're a hard working man.
If I go at 8, I finish at 4. Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Oh, it's nice to be nice. If I went at 8, I would still have to finish at 5.
Well, you get overtime, but
I don't get fucking overtime.
Would you like to introduce our superstar guest?
Excuse me. They were out clapping for me 4 short years ago.
Imagine all that shit.
Overtime.
I know. Who cares? Standing out your front door like that.
It was to support all the heroes in the NHS ones. To support all the heroes in the NHS.
You're paid a good wage to do that. Each and every one of them. A good job. You
couldn't pay off to do our job.
You're off striking 10 times.
You know what it is? It's more like a passion. They give to the sort of ungrateful who like you sitting there slugging your juice.
Go and introduce our wonderful guest, Mr. Hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome. It's been a long time since we've had someone from the other side of the pond, the one, the only USA international superstar, currently unattached to any particular clubs, Mr. Benny Nugger.
Benny!
How am I doing? Just end of the work week, just getting through another work day. End of the year, not much going on. Holidays around the corner. How about you guys?
What's the plans for the big day, Benny?
I don't really have any.
Do you celebrate Christmas for a start?
Yeah, I'm actually Jewish, so Hanukkah is actually around. This is one of the first times in a while that it's around the same time as Christmas.
You've a load of big days in, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much 8 days. So, but we don't celebrate on all the days. We just basically light our own candles at home, and then we'll do one big family get together. My mom's gonna come up from Florida and celebrate with us, but not doing anything for actual Christmas. I'm just doing some dog sitting. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called Rover. It's where they let you you make money and you can watch people's dogs or walk them or whatever. So just making a little extra cash for the wedding day for next year,
I was working for a customer of mine, and they had somebody come in and stay in their house for a week and mind their dog.
Yeah, no, it's super easy too. Like, especially if you're a dog person, it's easy money. Why not?
Well, do you know how much she charged per day? £12.
Fuck off for a day.
Oh, you could charge way more than that here.
I know. I'd be like looking to pay somebody like £100.
What do you get a day for watching a dog in America?
So, where I live in Northern Virginia, which is kind of like it's a higher income area. So I think I'm actually watching somebody's on Friday overnight for like $54.
Overnight?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And then you do your day in the bathroom, you go to bed?
I'm still doing my day job basically, yeah. So I can just have the dog here, walk him twice a day, feed him twice a day. It's super easy. Yeah, my family's had dogs my whole life, so I'm used to it.
What sort of dog is it?
I think the one on Friday is just a Labrador Retriever.
I have a Golden Retriever.
Yeah, love Golden Retrievers.
Good dogs.
Great dogs. Very loyal.
Well, the last time I seen you, you were standing talking to the crazy Australian dude.
Yeah. Oh, I loved him. Oh my God, he was such a hoot.
He got crack.
Especially after a couple of drinks, I could just stand there just talking to him forever.
I was like, oh fuck, man, I don't think Benny can get away from this guy, but you seemed like you were enjoying it.
Yeah, I was just so zonked at that point from the weekend. It was just, all that travel, and you're standing up for 12 hours a day and bent over a table. It's just like
it was a great weekend, wasn't it?
Oh, it was excellent. I had a lot of fun. I wish, all these trips I go to Europe, I wish I had more time over there to like actually travel. I mostly
Yeah.
kind of do, quick turn and burns there. I've been to England a couple of times already, so there wasn't, I wasn't going to go back into London to see all the same stuff. But I think there was a couple things like outside of Tunbridge Wells that looked kind of cool. There was some vineyards around, but like, of course, the day,
Vineyards?
yeah, in Kent, I think there's a town close to there.
Kent would be a warm place in the summer, yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
go. I wouldn't. It couldn't be very couldn't be very popular wine.
probably not. But
English
of course
wine.
the day I left England it didn't rain the entire weekend like that bad until the night that I left the bar with you guys.
Yes.
And I literally pouring down rain, couldn't get a taxi. I basically ran a mile through the pouring down rain back to the hotel, and then the next morning it was flooding rain getting a taxi back to the airport.
Me and Katrina went on to like a kebab shop to get out of the rain. It was torrential, wasn't it?
Oh
And
yeah.
the guy behind the counter got some fella to come and lift us. He said, "It's my cousin. If you give him a
Yeah.
fiver or something, he'll take you wherever
Yeah.
you want to go." We got on the car with him.
That's a full service restaurant right there.
The business.
Did you arrive early to Tunbridge Wells during the week, or did you only come?
Yeah, so I think I came in like Wednesday night, and then we had like a day in between because Friday was the old Subbuteo tournament,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, we had Thursday to kind of hang out and get ourselves acclimated because I think the thought was we were going to train at the event space is what they normally do, and then for some reason they said no.
Yeah.
But what can you do about that?
Did you not go down to the boys in Worthing or something like that?
To where?
Worthing 5-star? Did you not go? Or did the Australians?
Yeah.
Sorry,
No.
the Australians did that.
I
They're
see.
fucking everywhere.
We're just interchangeable.
I enjoyed the Australians. I enjoyed Beth and all. They were good.
Oh
guys.
yeah,
Lovely.
Was-
Beth was lovely, wouldn't you?
that was a great group. That was the first time I got to meet all of them. I got to play against Benji when we played them. They were in our group, so.
Oh, did you end up drawing with them and or something?
No, so we beat Australia, but we lost to Spain and Germany.
Germany? You've lost to Germany, too?
Yeah.
Germany. Oh, Germany. I think the German one was the German one. The one you're upset about.
I mean, I think we probably didn't have as good of a weekend or a team event in general as we wanted. I mean,
yeah.
We were tied with Spain to the last 10 seconds, and then I lost the goal that lost us. Controversial call in my opinion, but that's Subbuteo. It is, that's going to happen. But I said, sorry guys, that's my bad. What can you do? Germany, we just didn't have our stuff in that match, but
Who played Fred from Germany? Oh, Fred was Brazil.
He was Brazilian. Fred, the Brazilian German. Fuck.
Yeah, I think I played against him the last World Cup. I think I played him in a friendly.
Oh. He's a Brazilian German dairy man, actually.
Yeah.
Fred Everhang, so yes.
You're fed up going to England, Benny. You say.
I'm fed up. No, my fiance.
Sounds like you're fed up. Is your fiance English?
Well, so her mom's side of the family's from England. They're from a town outside of 40 minutes outside of Manchester called Leyland.
That's all right.
Yeah, we went to a wedding there a couple years ago. It was a great time.
Rain the whole time, did it?
That was probably.
That trip, actually, the weather was pretty good. I think we lucked out on that one as well. And then we just 2 years ago, where I actually proposed her, we went to Greece for her cousin's wedding. They did like a destination wedding in one of the Grecian islands, which was great weather. That was a great trip, obviously, other than getting engaged. Yeah.
Where's the wedding gonna be?
In Virginia. It's at a winery called Fleetwood Winery.
Oh, very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
When the weather's always nice. The weather's always nice on a particular weekend in June in Derry, Benny.
Oh yeah. So I got to reconsider my deposit now.
Oh, you get married in June?
No, in October next year.
You get married,
come
you get
to
married
Derry.
there in the Guildhall.
Huh?
Right, get married.
Oh, it's not me you have to convince. It's the wife.
When was the last time you were up with Paul Hayes?
We in the Holiday Silver at the end of November, I think was the last time we played. They play about like every week, every other week up there. It's tough for me. It's so much traffic in between us. I grew up with him, and that was great to travel 20 minutes back and forth. But now it's like during work traffic, it can be like hour and a half, 2 hours just to get up there from where I live. So it's kind of tough during the middle of the week unless I go up there at lunchtime and I work from home. And it's just a lot sometimes. But yeah, last time I saw him was the Holiday Silver.
You did very well in that Holiday Silver.
Yeah, I keep running up against our man Dan. He's a tough cookie to.
Cranston.
Yeah, I mean, he's beating everybody though. So, I mean, he had a great World Cup showing out. So I think he's just on top, and everybody's gunning for him. That's pretty much just how it's going right, over here.
What was the game you were doing? I watched that live. You were doing very, very well at the beginning.
I had a lot of shots against him. Against him, he's just such a he'll punish. He's like a boat. I was just with Greg Deinhardt last night. He says hello, by the way.
He's lovely.
Yeah,
great.
Love Greg.
And he described him perfectly. He's like a boa constrictor. He's not like a cobra who's just like like a Zach Walker who's just gonna go out and get you. He'll just squeeze you until you just have no more breath left. And you kind of start 1-0 against him in some of these games. Like mentally, it feels like so. You gotta put your best foot forward against him.
Dan's a great player. Would you say Dan and Christian are equal now? Christian Filipella are as close to each other, or would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dan definitely from his performance this last World Cup. It's different because like Christian has played a lot longer. He has a lot more like deeper runs in tournaments, so like that experience level kind of brings a different perspective to how he plays. He's a little more used to playing in these deeper tournaments, and Dan's kind of like starting to get that, but he hasn't played over there as much as Christian has. So it's just like different when Dan's playing All Americans versus we go into the hellfire into the World Cup, and then he's got to run through a gauntlet of people. It's just different. But I definitely say skill wise, I would say skill wise on the same level.
The same level.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good to see the game developing massively over there. From when we started and we started chatting to like Paul and Zach and stuff a couple of years ago when we started doing this podcast sort of thing. It's like yourselves come on. There's just so many. Varant's great, like you say. Greg Deinhardt's great. Everybody's just. And then you've got Brian Arnold. Is Brian Arnold still playing or?
I think Brian's kind of taking a pause right now. I think he's just doing more focus on his personal life and traveling with his wife and stuff. So, if he wants to come back to the game, like he still has friends that, is nothing personally that went wrong. I think I think we've all at some point been like, take a step back and, kind of focus on other things.
You can't get a bit obsessive about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think some people do get too obsessive about it,
Oh, absolutely.
We had a group chat there trying to organize like a 4-club thing, and Kane was in the group. Kane Matthews, London Road.
Yeah, I've heard the name. I don't think we've met.
Kane and Ruby, but like Kane was reeling off what he can't weekends. He's not available. He's like, I'm here for a tournament with Ruby, and then I'm playing this tournament the following weekend, and I'm here with Ruby, and he's like, Kane, your life is Subbuteo. Like your life is Subbuteo. I don't know when he gets the time to work or do anything else, but basically when you see what he has planned out for 1 month or 2 months in advance, his life's just taken over badly.
Yeah, that's why so many runners.
It's just like kind of two different focuses, It's like to be successfully, like competitively successful in this game. I feel like you kind of have to do that if you want to be. It's like with any sport, like. You kind of have to make it kind of your life in order to get to a certain level. But I would say like a majority of the game is like, this is what my level's at. I'm okay with this. I love the game. I like playing the people, and for me, like I've kind of started from playing a lot to like shifting to some middle zone where I'm like, I'm happy where my level is at right now. Like if I get better, I get better. If I don't, I don't. I just want to I would rather have more fun playing the game, still have good results, but focus more on like personal relationships and just having a good time,
Yeah. You're having that crack.
Do you live with your partner or do you live separately?
Yeah, we bought a townhouse together.
Oh, a townhouse, lovely.
Things when you get married won't change too much then.
Yeah, I think in a couple years we're probably gonna sell it though, and I think we're thinking somewhere like I don't know if you guys have heard of Nashville, in Tennessee. Yeah, like a very big up and coming city right now. I think we could potentially buy a little more affordably there and get more for our money there, but I think we'll rent there for a year after we get married and just kind of feel like we're in our 20s and live a fun year down there and then kind of figure out what to do from there,
What age are you now? What age are you, Benny?
What's up?
What age are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 last September.
Happy birthday, Benjamin.
Yeah, thank you. It was weird, like finally I'm like, oh wow, I'm no longer in my 20s. This feels weird.
I lived in Ocean City, which isn't too far from North Virginia.
Yeah, it's a couple.
Fucking everywhere, Watson.
No, like you're talking about Ocean City, Maryland, right?
Yeah, Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up going there, and like all Marylanders call it Ocean Shitty now. It's just like I don't know exactly when you went, but like early 2000s was like probably as its heyday.
2003, nearly 21 years ago.
Yeah, back then it was
Ocean Shitty time. Just tell them, Ben. It's all right.
No. So back then, I used to love, they have like the coolest mini golf places all along the coast that you kind of run the gauntlet of. And now it's just kind of, the hotels are kind of decrepit now, a lot of seediness around there. I got my wallet stolen from me when I went to, it was like after I graduated high school, we had they call it senior week. So you take a week with your friends and you go down to the beach and just drink and stuff. And I was just like standing at a bus stop and some kids were like, "Hey, you got any like bus fare or whatever?" And I'm plastered right now. So I'm not thinking twice about it. I take my wallet out. They pushed me onto the street, took my wallet, started running. And I started chasing after them, these two guys who are clearly bigger than me. And I stopped in my drunken haze and I was like, what are you going to do if you catch up with them? So I just stopped, went back to the bus stop, and I was like, Dad, cancel all my cards. I think they made like one purchase and that was it.
Fucking hell. It was mad when I was there. I was there when it was, like you say, spring break and all was on when I was there. It was fucking mental. It was just like a party town.
Oh yeah. No, those are all over like especially in Florida is a big senior week type of place where people go.
I was there when Katrina hit.
Oh wow.
I was there and we get moved into I lived on the beachfront, so we got moved out and moved into inland, and then the fucking thing turned before it hit Ocean City, turned and went inland
up to New York.
Yeah,
but still flooded. Everywhere flooded and all, and thought it was crazy. So back to Subbuteo.
Back from Katrina to Subbuteo.
Hey, speaking of Katrina, hurricane.
Yeah.
Who's up and coming? Do you think in the American Subbuteo? Who would you recommend the next few years?
That's a good question. I would say, and to answer your question, the way that I think about it is like if I was to get on a table with them, who am I most scared to play against? There's a kid named Mikey in the Maryland Subbuteo Club, and you can ask them, Paul or anybody about him. He's just like he's got such raw talent, and he can just randomly throw like these ridiculous goals together. I think he just needs more of the deep tournament experience, and I think it'll like really round out his level. But he's one of those people that I'm most scared to play against now. I think I played him in the national. I played him in one of the elimination rounds and won, and then played him in the team event the next day, and then he smacked me like 3-1, 2-1 or something. So He's definitely. I would definitely say him right now.
Well, if he's being coached by Paul Eyes, he's going to be good, isn't he? Paul Eyes
Yeah.
all the greats.
Well, that's Maryland Subbuteo in general. It's just you're running the gun. You can play Paul and Dan in one night and like you're good, And that's not even to say there's a couple other kids in the club who are also getting that general level is just rising with all of them. So credit to Paul and Dan. They've kind of created a good culture. They've always had a good culture over there, but there was kind of a lull before those kids got like really involved. So it's now their team event is very strong. I mean.
Brilliant.
Colorado won, but the teams are coming back in America. There's definitely some rivalries forming,
You have a great thing going over there, I think.
Yeah,
it is. It's just a pity it's so fucking far. It's not like we can jump across and go and play for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
You would nearly need to be there on holiday and then go. Geez,
yeah.
Maryland's an hour away. I could nip down, meet Paul and stuff, but.
That's the tough part, right? It's like it's hard enough for us to go travel internationally, but it's hard enough to travel just inside the U.S. to each other. We're like even for me, I'm the closest to Paul in terms of like people who play Subbuteo, not in Maryland.
Yeah.
But even for me, it's a long, it's a trek just to go play with them. So like imagine, all right, we're doing a national in California. Well, you have half the people who are traveling from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. I think now we're doing it in Oregon is the next place. Bustle in Oregon in the Bustle Club is hosting the next national. So
they look good fun then, boys.
Oh yeah, those guys are a great time. Lenny, Eric Garza.
Who's that?
I didn't know you said Bustle. I didn't know that's what you called it, Bustle. I thought the BUSL league or something.
Yeah, BUSL 95. We call it Bustle. Yeah. But those guys are always a fun time.
Where's Jeremy getting in them boys?
Those guys are in the Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it is. I'm trying to remember. We had him on the show a couple of months. Last year we had him on. And the last year we had him on the show.
I mean, they were lovely.
He's new to it, isn't it? They're new to the game.
Yeah. So for about 2 or 3 years, they've been. And credit to them because they travel for so many tournaments and they show out like all together. So like they've really helped elevate. They're all getting better as a club as well, skills wise. But I think it's just as important to just having people show up. Subbuteo is so limited to the amount of people that just know the game in general. So if you can get a whole club to show up to every like major event, like that's a lot of help to not only themselves but like the organization as a whole and like making our event more, appealing for more people to come. If you only have 10 people show up to a prestigious tournament, it's not really competitive, and you're not going to get people to show up in the future.
Yeah.
They put on a cracking big event, didn't they, one time? Did a big beach house or something rented for everybody?
Yeah, so we did the national, I think it was 2 years ago there, and we rented. Yeah, it's like a 10 person house that they rented.
Hot tub.
Yeah, well, so I only got to go to the individual event. I had my niece and nephew's baby naming that weekend on the Sunday, so I had to wake up at like.
Is that a religious thing?
Christmas.
So for Judaism, it's weird because they were like, my nephew was already, a couple years old at that point. It was a baby naming for my niece, but then they didn't do one for my nephew, so they like included him. It was like a weird situation. And I was like, Mom, do I really have to come back for this? Like we already know their names. Like
I thought it was like a gender reveal thing or something.
No.
Them youngsters are into everything.
All these events are just silly, but I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. and drive home, and it was just
That's crazy.
And after and I lost to Greg in the golden goal overtime against him. So I got to feel real salty on that drive the next day.
That's what we're saying about getting the balance as well. You have to balance your your home life, and then your Subbuteo. You can't be all Subbuteo, because if you had to miss that family event, everybody.
Oh yeah.
He's a dick, he's playing Subbuteo with all his buddies down in some beach house in California.
But would they not think he's an international sportsman playing in the national competition? Leave him fucking be. He already knows fucking Joe and Alice's name. He's all right.
Yeah.
Alice.
You know, if Messi has a game, do they follow him for, not going to a family event? Like.
Oh,
Well,
no,
I
watch
was
him on
on.
the
I
TV,
was.
and they could have watched you in the TV as well in the background.
I was on
exactly.
call. I was on call at our event last night. We had a competition last night, but I'm waiting on Alice to have a baby, so I'm literally just waiting on the phone to ring.
You're glued to your phone.
It's the joys of being a superstar.
I was on call, 7 pints deep. I'm in 2 minutes.
I'll send you a taxi.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Benny, we're going to get a wee look at this week's Goal of the Week, and we're going to ask you to pick your winner. So here is this week's Goal of the Week.
Now I've got a cushion.
Yeah, boy!
Mr. Benjamin Nugger, in your utterly professional, internationally professional opinion, can you please pick this week's Goal of the Week?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to tell us why.
Okay.
Did you find any faults with any of the goals?
Did I find any faults?
Yeah.
I think the second one, I have to take another look at the second one. Because I think I know what you're talking about.
Take another look at the second one.
Yeah.
Second one's a great goal. Great goal.
So the second one, okay.
And I'll just point out at this time, I'll just reiterate.
Yeah, it's not over the line.
Statement.
On the night, the VAR gave it as a goal.
Oh, wow.
The VAR was fucking him. What was that? Screaming and roaring. He did fucking humping the table.
We're going to have to take another look at the tech then, because that was definitely not over the line.
You know what? I was 2-0 down. He was destroying me, and he seemed to be sleeping, so I thought, that's in.
He wasn't. That's why he was sleeping. That goal was forced into the Goal of the Week because I had no creative control over the show.
I had to admit live that it was not over the line.
Yeah. The first goal was a good goal. It's a good deflection goal. I think the goalkeeping wasn't great. He's holding his goalie super far back. That's normally the technique I would use, but I wouldn't keep it that far back because you're leaving a ball's length, if it bounces in front of him anyways. And he's holding it to the left of the ball anyways. So I wouldn't say that one. So by default, I'd say the third one. But I actually do think that is such a great goal, specifically just the moment that, like the moment in time that it was what it meant for England. And it was actually a crazy chip too. They got good height on it, pretty much got it to the middle outside of the goalie. And I'm pretty sure that was the winning goal for that match, right?
It was. Yeah. It got them through.
Got them in the next round.
The next round.
Yeah. Who did they play? Who was this against?
Spain, I think, was it?
Spain. And this was Vets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who ended up winning the Vets?
Vets was. Did they lose the
Italy.
final? Italy beat England in the final.
Italy beat England in the final.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact that goal helped them accelerate into a final was, I think that's got to be the best goal in there.
So that's your pick of the week?
That would be my goal of the week.
Well, congratulate. Lawrence won't be upset that you didn't pick that goal because you've picked Bob Varney's goal, and Lawrence
Yeah.
fucking loves Bob Varney. We all love Bob. We all love Bob.
We all love
Congratulations,
Bob.
Bob
Well done,
Varney.
Bob. Benny, thank you for picking Bob, because obviously if my goal had been over the line, it would have taken first place. I know, because
Yeah.
it was such a good goal.
Here, how about I'll put it this way: if the ball was over the line, I would have picked it.
There you go. That's good enough for me, Benny. You'll be
Yeah.
back. You'll be back.
He'll be back.
I can't score the goal of the week, but I can definitely pick him.
Well, you scored a few crackers back. You've been on this show a few times for goal of the week, I'd say.
Oh,
Aye.
I don't. Oh wow,
Oh,
I have to look.
aye.
I'm gonna have to look them up then.
Well, I think we need to do for the end of the year. We'll need to get them all together and pick a goal of the season or goal of the year.
Ooh, yeah.
See if we can find you.
Huh.
So we'll
Okay. Did I ever win goal of the week, or I've just been on
I
it?
think you might have done.
See, you need to go back and start watching all the old shows.
I know. Yeah, I know.
If you find yourself at a loss for something to do some night, Benny, maybe you can't
struggling.
sleep.
You're struggling to sleep. Yeah.
I used to listen to podcasts religiously, and I think that like the podcasting region as a whole, at least in America, is kind of like taking a back seat. So like all the platforms I used to listen on, I don't have them downloaded on my phone anymore. So now I'm gonna have a podcast I need to listen to.
There you go. Just listen to us.
Yeah.
I mean, have to watch us. Just listen.
Exactly.
Benny, I'd like to thank you for taking your time. Obviously, during the day there are a few your working hours, so really appreciate you coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure to finally get you.
Of course, if it was a little bit later, I would have been drinking with you guys, but gotta get back to the grind,
Well, we've had our pint before. We'll have our pint again, Benny.
Yeah, I'll have one for you tonight, guys.
Good man, Benny. Benny, appreciate it, and it was great to see you at the World Cup. You're a
Awesome.
superstar, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys again. We'll have to find more time to have a drink together.
Get you up here. Get you up for a shed session sometime.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Take that new fiance over, or when you're married,
Yeah.
bring her over to Ireland.
Yeah, that would be a great trip.
Very
man.
romantic city, Derry. Very romantic.
Yeah.
Get her to watch Derry Girls, and she'll want to come.
Okay.
Watch Derry Girls, come to Derry.
Yeah.
Benny, have a good day. Thanks a million, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
You too as well. Thanks for having me on, guys.
See you after.
Thank you, Benny.
Good luck,
You're a
Benny.
legend, man.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Benny Nugger, unbelievable.
Superstar. You know what? I got caught up in the glow of transatlantic superstar in the show, and I forgot to ask him to do the most important thing on the Christmas show.
You never got him to turn on the lights.
I'm going to turn on the lights. So, Watson, the honor's going to do that with yourself. So, hold on. You give me a countdown. I need to put the light off. Hold on. Right. Yeah, hold on. Give me a countdown.
Ready? Ladies and
Right.
gentlemen, here we go. The big official switch on of Martin O'Bradley's Shed Christmas
Hold
lights.
on.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Jesus.
Right. Ready? You do
Ready?
your countdown?
3, 2, 1. Hey!
Fuck this.
It's officially Christmas in the shed. Right, Bradley. We're going to go and get some match highlights. So here is this week's match highlights.
Dashing through the snow, and one horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells will pop the ring,
Thank you very much, Martin O'Bradley. Right, before we go to results, we're going to finish with the results. There's a video diary from Derek Err. We talked to Derek the other week, and he was going up to Liverpool to play in a wee competition with
the sexiest man in Subbuteo.
Sexiest man in Subbuteo, and he's looking very sexy. So here is a little video diary from our Derek on air.
Well, I'm on my way to Liverpool for my first coaching session with the legendary Brian Daly. Hopefully I will learn a few tricks that I can put into play in my Thursday night session, and hopefully I can brush up on some of the more obscure rules that perhaps let me down when I'm playing. Okay, so here I am. I'm in Liverpool with the legendary Brian Daly.
Hello.
And he's going to be giving me some coaching today. So hopefully I can pass on some of this knowledge to the people I play with on a Thursday. And I'm sure Lawrence Martinog, you'll hear a lot more from us in the coming weeks.
And I'm still the sexiest man in Subbuteo.
I'm on my way home from Brian's in Liverpool. It's been a good first meeting. I've learned a lot. He's given me a few drills to work on. I still know I'm at the beginning of the journey. It's like being at the bottom of a cliff, and I'm just taking my first few steps up the rock face. The challenge for me will be the Festive Flicker tournament in December, into this month. If I can put some of his ideas, some of his tips into practice and not embarrass myself in the group stages, then I'll know that I'm on the right road, and I'll know that I've taken a few steps up the rock face.
Derek, thank you very much. Well done. Good to see Derek getting a bit of coaching. Good to see our good friend Brian Daly back at it. So, Brian,
looking good.
Want to see you in Derry in June, big man. Martin, there's nothing else for us to say apart from keep on flicking. Merry Christmas, folks. Hope you have a nice Christmas day. Enjoy the turkey. Happy Hanukkah. See you all next week for the New Year special.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad.